Hi, I'm Joe Foster. Welcome to the advanced martial art of Kenjute. Let's talk about Real Fights, the video series. In this video, we're going to take a look at how to get more strikes in less time to be a much more effective martial artist. Let's take a look. The next concept or principle is very important. It's how to get more strikes in less time. Now, not every strike has to be a power move. What do I mean by that? You don't necessarily have to have every single strike you do be absolutely devastating to your opponent. Sometimes we put strikes either in compounds or inserts, added strikes. Sometimes we put them in place as a way to hold a person in position or to get extra hits to keep them busy while we're setting up these big power hits. A lot of martial arts follow a cadence in self-defense that's rhythmed. What do I mean? Guy, maybe he throws a right punch at my head, so I block and they chamber the hand. You should never chamber your hand in real fighting. This is just setting yourself up for real problems. And then they would throw a punch and the guy's supposed to die or something. I'm not quite sure why, because single punch stuff doesn't work. Been in hundreds and hundreds of fights in the bar years, never saw that unless the guy didn't see it coming. And the other mistake is, the concept of chambering and standing square to somebody. Why would you stand square and expose your center line? So when we are doing these skills with this rhythm or cadence, a lot of martial arts will do it as standard beat movements. What do I mean? Attack comes, block, boom, punch, boom, kick, boom, block, boom, or whatever. It's easy to follow as a beginner. It's very robotic. In Kenjute, we don't see it as boom, 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 boom. The power moves, we see it more like a symphony. Some great work of music. You would not hear a song that went ba, 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 ba. It would be bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. So in that you have short notes, longer notes. The longer notes are your power moves. The shorter notes are the little insert moves, okay? So maybe we start with a grab. Guy comes and grabs. Captured stem cross for us. We're coming to the inside, which is nice. We're controlling here and we're breaking up into the arm. So you might think, okay, you get this strike here, now I want to do something else. So I lift it above my head and I hit down maybe and I chop the guy in the throat. How do you get additional hits in that action? Well, you come in and do this and you do this strike, but since I'm taking my hand out of there, I add a second hit right into here, which allows me to get more strikes in less time. When I roll into this position here and strike the throat, whatever it is I'm going to do, once again, allowing more strikes. Over here, maybe throws a roundhouse punch at my head. All right, you block here. So rather than just come and hammer the guy, why would you pull it back? Why not elbow him? Or if it's a classic martial art, he throws that punch. Why would you do this, leaving yourself exposed to everything else? It's just not realistic. When instead, you could anticipate it coming, step in and intersect it this way, and when you're going to hammer here, why not take his eyeball with the other hand? So you can add additional hits with the other hand too. So this would be known as an insert from this position here. There's a compression to here. Maybe I'm going to elbow him here, hammer him in the groin, kick him, and then there's lots of other strikes that we do in this technique. Okay? Again. So if you can anticipate, I've already hit him. I don't go like this. Block, punch. That's ba, ba. So when the attack is coming in, boom. Rather than do one hit at a time, why not do two? There's the eye, there's here, compress the head. So we've got compression hits, compounds, and inserts. You can drop your elbow here, pop the groin, kick the groin, buckle stiff arm, sweep that guy to the ground, kick him, and we continue in the technique. So the idea of getting more hits into an action is not to do this and think that's going to end a move. We try, when we come to hit, don't pull the hand back Maybe we're going to follow with an elbow. And to get more in this action here, maybe we're going to use the other hand too to get an insert. When I blocked here, or I even came forward to speed it up, I didn't go 1 then 2, 1 2. All right? It's not 1 and 2, it's 1 2 together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's constipated movement. You see that a lot of time in classical martial arts where they'll have something and they'll just feed him this way. Old hockey fights. Got a hold of the guy on the shoulder pads and you're just feeding him with one hand. Why not hit him here and then elbow him there? So there's added ways to get more hits. Once again, inside, there's speeding it up. There's a double hit there. There's a double hit there. There's a hit here. There's a hit there. There's a hit here. There's a hit there. I can add a shot here as I'm leaving. What do I mean by leaving? If I'm deciding that the technique is over and I want to leave, if I just leave, he can counter. But if I give him a shot on the way out, what do I mean by that? He's got me to grab like this. So let's add some. Here's a beginner. He comes in, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. From this position here. Push down palm, hook, hit the throat, poke here. Now, if I just leave, he's not done. But as I leave, if I hit him here in the throat like that, he's not going to be able to follow me. Again, if I want to get added hits, since your hand is here, why not hit through his face? And as you do this movement here, why not kick his leg underneath? Because he didn't see that coming. So I've got this movement here, 2 hits. Step and hit. Now when I do this, why not continue through and hit him in the face? There's another hit. As I'm doing all of this movement here, when I've got these hits and the action, all of these, you get neck snap, you get eye pokes, you get these into the throat, and of course we would continue with the extended versions. So, to get more hits in less time, think about aggressively inserting by going forward. Don't think of one hand. Think of using 2 hands at the same time. So it's not 1 and 2 and 3. It would be maybe the guy's throwing a punch at you. You wouldn't block, then hit. You would block and hit. You wouldn't block, then hit. You would block and hit. Block and hit, okay? So you try and add strikes with your blocks. You try in the same path that's happening. For instance, circling hammer. So from here, rather than take the hand away, you try and add strikes in the same arc or same path, compounds. You can also, from this position here, when you're doing this, you can add inserts. Like for instance, that's the eye poke I was talking about. That's the palm with the elbow to become a compression from here. There are other techniques we do later on, maybe when a guy's bent in this position, just a different variation, hook him on the way out as you're hitting him to come back and adjust, okay? So, whatever martial art you do, take a technique, go back, and try and fix it. Don't stand square when you're fighting somebody. Don't lean away. Don't chamber your hands in real fighting. That's not effective. Do not stand square to your opponent, but take the technique, make it more effective. Well, how can I take my basic technique, whatever the technique is, how can I take that and shorten it, add additional hits in the same action, use the other appendages of my body to incorporate into the movement as well, and suddenly you'll have a symphony for a technique instead of a boring beat, okay? So that is how you get more strikes in less time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you remember to like, share, ring the bell, follow, do all those things. It helps us grow, and at the same time gives us an idea, if you leave a comment for us, of what types of videos you'd be looking for. We enjoy bringing these to you. We don't mind sharing. I don't teach you this information so you can go out and be a jerk, okay? Don't take this stuff, go out and hurt people. Make sure you're nice to everybody. Be nice to everybody, and important for you in terms of self-defense, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.